Clips, clips. And remember, football fans, always subscribe, hit the bell, ask for notifications as well, and everything will be swell, 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 swell. Alrighty, boob tubes, another one of Kip's clips. So, I'm finding my feet with my new channel. So I'm trying a few things out and stuff. So I'm trying a new wee kind of seeing a different approach to doing live reaction and kind of commentary on the Man U game. Got a few quid on it. Got a wee 5 spot on it. I had a treble come in last night. Turned £5 into 15. So thought I'd stick a wee 5 spot on the Man U game. Let's have a wee look. There's the team. So up front it looks like it's Rashford, Sancho and Elanga. In the mid behind the, like in a number 10 role, although he's number 8, Fernandes. Then you've got Eriksen and McTominay. Then you've got Varane and Martinez sticking with them. So Maguire must be on the bench. Yep, I can see him there. He's on the bench. And Dalit and Malaysia. Fucking hell, man. As the wing backs and De Gea and goals. So the team's self-explanatory. There's the Leicester team if you want to go and look at that. Here's the wee line that I do have on. It's a wee 5 spot at just under 4s. And that'll get me 18 quid back. So what if I bet? Well, I've done a build a bet thing. So Man United to win. And Rashford to get 2 shots on target. Let's hope he doesn't get injured and took off. Anywho, this is on BT Sports, which I do have.
Change the mood. Erik ten Hag's mood changed after Liverpool and improved further at St Mary's. Since then, he's signed Anthony from Ajax. Not a bad week then for the Manchester United manager.
Hold on. YouTube is extra sensitive and can copyright strike you for any of that shit. I.e. like the songs in the background. I'll go to the event. It tells you where it's on, but anyway. Anywho's. So, well, that's just kicking off. So, Maguire, Ronaldo, Fred, Casemiro's on the bench again. Let's see if we can see a wee bit more of him. Anthony, I don't know how you pronounce his name properly. He wasn't signed in time to be in contention for this game. Van der Beek, I thought he would have been getting a lot more minutes with the Dutch manager, but obviously not. And some other Lindelof. So let's see if we can get the.
Indeed, he was a midfield player.
There we go. It's kicked off.
Alongside Johnny Evans. For Manchester United, they've just got to continue what they've managed to do.
It's
in the
kicked
last couple
off.
Of games and find a way to win the game, because that just breeds confidence. And then they can start playing the type of football they want to play as the season goes on.
Right, so come on, United.
Tonight for David De Gea. It's Anthony Elanga out there on the right-hand side. Marcus Rashford through the middle. Jadon
Right,
Sancho on the
now
left. They'll try and get Bruno Fernandes
should
up there,
be able to
as often as they can. Leicester
refresh this bad boy.
Brendan Rodgers, but with a good record against Manchester United. They're the team under the most pressure tonight. Their only point so far came in the draw against Brentford.
I don't believe that to be true. There we go.
On On that side by Diogo Dalot. And here's the Manchester United captain tonight, Bruno Fernandes, supported by Rashford. And then by the speedy Elanga, who made serious strides up that side against Johnny Evans. And then in there to nick it back for Leicester was James Maddison. They're so pleased to have him back in the team tonight, Jermaine.
Yeah, he's the real creative, calming element of this team.
You can see the teams
Owen was spot on.
get a rough idea of what's happening.
Before the game in terms of his performances last season.
And periodically I'll go and look at the stats and whatnot.
Those clubs that will be, I'm sure, looking to poach him in coming seasons, but Brendan Rodgers will be delighted to have him back for this year.
Brendan Rodgers has been looking a wee bit moody. I didn't realise how small he was. I was looking at the pre-match interviews and he was standing with Rio Ferdinand, the presenter guy whose name I can't remember, and they all looked like, he made them all look like giants. He looked like a wee midget.
3 of tonight's starters though for United started the last time they won here in July 2020.
Right, come on United.
Tielemans looking here for the run of Vardy.
What age is Vardy now? 34 or something? Vardy.
Well, yeah, you're going to see plenty of that tonight.
It's a wee bit longer in the tooth than it used to be.
Already. Didn't react to the shoulder barge from Jamie Vardy, but more importantly, he was ready for those runs in behind. Wouldn't have faced him, obviously, as yet. I'm sure they've seen plenty of clips as to what to expect.
Come on, United.
Turned out to be a nice ball by David De Gea to Tyrell Malacia. Starting.
He's hitting all sorts of funny numbers for United. Was it 500 league appearances or something he's hitting? Or is it just 500 appearances full stop?
Manchester United will go 5th above Liverpool if they win tonight. The incentive huge for Leicester as well, who are bottom but would move out of the relegation zone.
Man U will go 5th.
Even at this early stage, Jermaine, the psychological...
How long ago was it when they were like disaster at Man United? If they win the night, they're 5th and the United fans are happy. Wonder if they're going to still shout for Glazers out.
They've got nothing from it because they haven't got that structure. I do believe also, kind of listening to Brendan Rodgers at the start of the show, there's probably a couple of players on this pitch that maybe felt like they were going to move on. Now know they're staying, they refocus as a group, as a team, and that also helps.
I thought the Leicester City manager spoke brilliantly with the team before the match kicked off tonight. The owner's programme notes, very informative and enlightening as well. They're quite an open club here at Leicester, and they've tried to keep the supporters informed with everything that's going on.
Was it no Leicester whose owner died in a helicopter crash or something, and then the son took over? Oh, I need to sit back, my back is killing me, man. Long cycle today, but it was a beautiful day for it. And I survived a lot better than I did last time.
Tackle for Manchester United.
It's good play from Christian Eriksen. He needed to make that challenge because Harvey Barnes was on his way.
I don't know if it's Sky Sports have got the microphones turned up to max, but it sounds like a nice wee atmosphere down there in Leicester. Never thought was it the King Pow?
Away from home.
King Pow, King Poo. Oh, down the left, skins Eriksen.
In the cross and Rafa Varane heads the ball away.
You know, Eriksen hasn't. He's not done much wrong, but he's not set the world. Oh, dodgy ball back. De Gea got onto that quickly and cleared it. That was a bit dodgy. I think that was McTominay won the ball back in the centre there, playing it backwards.
At times, you know, at the top of it, Dewsbury Hall and Maddison. At the bottom, sometimes Tielemans and Samir, and it's given Malacia a bit of a problem. Does he go in on Maddison? Does he stay at left back?
Looks like Maguire's out of the fold, man. He's definitely, it looks like he's no longer first choice, that's for sure.
And the King Power Stadium full and noisy, as it always is.
King Power Stadium, it's a betting website, I do believe, I do declare.
Well, I would say, Jermaine, it's strange not to see Kasper Schmeichel in goal, isn't it, when you come here to the King Power Stadium?
Oh, I think it's Leeds United have signed Kasper Schmeichel. I thought he would have went to a well bigger team than Leeds. Oh, pardon me, no offence to Leeds or anything. Right, Man U's attacking down the left. Who's that? Sancho. He's another one that's been a mega letdown. I mean, see on paper, Man U have got some team. Maybe given time, this new Dutch dude will impose his system hard enough. Oh, Rashford. Come on, Rashford, get a fucking shot and goal, you bastards.
There's a lot of space in there, though, for Bruno Fernandes.
I thought it was poor from him. You know, he's pointing at his intention, but...
Was this a deliberate ball? That was a good ball.
Take your time now. Take a pass. Look at Eriksen in the middle of the pitch on the penalty spot.
Flashed it across the front of goal. There was nobody there. Somebody picked it up wide on the left.
By the corner flag from the Leicester City supporters to Christian
Eriksen with a corner from the left. Puts his arm up, but don't know what that means. He's just saying hello. Oh, front post. Out again for another corner. Oh my god.
In again then by Eriksen.
He'll sleep well tonight, that is for sure. Is that another corner? Same scenario. Ball into the front post. Oh no, it's a throw-in actually. It's been hot out for a throw-in out in the left.
Sancho.
Oh, come on, Sancho, that was poor. Oh, no way, man, you got that. It was a bad call with the referee, I think. Maybe the Leicester player went through the back heel and kicked the ball out. Maybe that's what it was. Right, come on, man. You play it to Rashford and let him get a shot on target. Good ball. Fernandes has went right off the boil as well, man. When he first joined Man U, he was a world beater every game. Now he's
aggressive from Tielemans. I just think he's coming from the wrong side.
Form is
and that's what this does him. That initial hit
up and down like a yo-yo.
He gets a touch on the ball afterwards, but
like a bride's nightie.
Pulls that one right. The referee.
Rashford lets it run. Bruno Fernandes beaten to it by the former Manchester
United. Right, come on.
Johnny Evans. Last touch then off Justin.
Throwing down the left for Man U.
Lots of clubs, the deadline day today, but of course you can look at the squads that have been selected tonight by Ten Hag and Brendan Rodgers and work out who's not going to be leaving by 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's Malacia.
Sorry, man, I've had
It was just onside. Bruno Fernandes to Christian Eriksen.
Oh.
Then drags the shot wide, and the flag did stay down all
Lucky.
the way through.
Eriksen.
And he's done the goalkeeper with the eyes here. We get a good sight to see if Sancho managed to. I think he may have just been called offside. If it had gone to VAR, his back heel was a little bit further back than Johnny Evans, but Eriksen wasn't to know that. Goes to give the keeper the eyes and find that near post. Just got it wrong.
By Scott McTominay. There's Kiernan Dewsbury Hall for Leicester. Dalot there just in front of
Vardy, doesn't he? I know he's a bit long in the tooth, you know, he probably hasn't got the same pace and acceleration that he had, which was a lot of his game. Oh, that was a bad challenge, late challenge here by one of the Leicester players on McTominay.
Good play all round. You know, I think Dewsbury Hall is tenacity.
McTominay just took the ball to the right with the outside his right foot, skinned the guy, and the guy just went through him. English football teams have shite songs, don't they?
Luke Thomas.
We can even call them songs.
Where's the new man? Without face. Centre-back signed to replace Wesley Fofana. He's a dead ringer for David Luiz. Must be the hair, Jermaine.
I was going to say, man, the same hair as Big Louise. Let's hope he's no shite as him.
Not here tonight. All the paperwork and the signing completed today.
No, that's not true. David Luiz had his moments.
United team. Evans heads it only to Bruno Fernandes.
No, come on, he fuck Rashford.
On that side though with Anthony Elanga.
Well, I mean, Elanga. Leicester work the ball down the right. Man United gain possession back. Playing it round the back at the right. Switching the play over to the left. Good ball, he's got some space to bring it into.
Against Harvey Barnes, who's a strong runner.
Flicked by McTominay to Bruno Fernandes.
Get the ball in.
Away by Tielemans. Martinez, Ericsson. Malacia, the left back, was in a
Rashford strike it. Oh, that was unlucky.
In his efforts to try and get the ball.
Don't mind that though. No, he's seen a gap, he's gone for it. You've got a player like Ericsson in your team. You find if you make runs,
he went through.
He'll try and find you.
He was trying for the ball. He had his eyes on the ball, but he did go through the defender. I think that's Elanga.
Brendan Rodgers is in an unfamiliar situation with his club bottom of the table. Only Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp have won more games than him since his first game in charge of Leicester. He acknowledged when he spoke to Jake and the boys before the match today that he's got a challenge to turn it round, but one thing Leicester's owners do know is they've got a good manager in charge here, someone who can galvanise the group and get them moving forward again.
Yeah, great organiser, tactician as well, by the way, can make those minor differences that can give his team the edge. In any moment, he'll be frustrated, granted, but I think he gave us all a feeling before the game that he's back to work now.
Vardy challenging Martinez, away by Varane.
Come on, Man United, man, get your finger out, Rashford. He's not been anywhere near this game.
15 minutes, Jermaine, where neither team has really managed to find that fluidity and invention in the final third when they've had the ball.
No, it's been a bit scrappy at times.
Is that Steve McLaren? Is he back on the background? I don't know if that was Steve McLaren or no.
It's been very even.
Marcus Rashford encouraging Anthony Elanga to run, and he's got backs of speed. Elanga, it's a good ball in towards Bruno Fernandes, and well headed away for Leicester.
That was unlucky, man. He did. That was a. Looked like Rashford put too much on the ball, but that Elanga used his pace and
Madison
caught up with it quite easy.
Barnes to Luke Thomas, who's playing tonight in place of Timothy Castagne, who's dropped down to the bench. Tielemans finds a bit of space here for Madison. Martinez.
Oh, dodgy defending.
Varane did. Caught as well by Tielemans. Free kick to Manchester United.
I just thought in that whole phase of play that Leicester have, Jamie Vardy's just not done enough. There was opportunities for him to run into
United looked on. Oh, that could have been a handball there.
And when Thomas had the ball on the opposite side,
and
I know
that
he's
was
turned his back to make a
Hernandez
run
or
there,
whatever
but he's
his
got to be
name is.
aware of where Madison is on the ball and get his body shape right to make a run.
Jamie Vardy is still waiting for his first goal this season. He's got 6 in 16 games against Manchester United. The 11 in a row goal was scored against them. They are going to be a team that can easily pull away from the relegation zone. They're going to rely on his goals in the main.
I don't think Vardy's been on any sort of a form for some time now, if memory serves.
Header won by Johnny Evans, then by Scott McTominay. Dewsbury Hall not quite able to get Harvey Barnes away on that side. Harvey Barnes has scored his first goal of the season in the defeat at Chelsea. He's actually got 3 goals and 4 assists in his last 6 Premier League matches, if you take it back towards the end of last season as well.
Well, Man U have definitely had the better of the play.
McTominay. Varane.
More possession,
It's been a bit scrappy from both teams.
more attacks and dangerous
Somebody else needs to get
attacks.
hold of this game.
There's only been one shot.
Manage the
Beautiful.
tempo. Just say, let's get hold of it, knock a few passes together, get some confidence.
It'll be interesting moving forward to see whether the win at Southampton has given Manchester United more confidence away from home, because they've really struggled to win matches away before they won at St Mary's at the weekend. And of course, in Leicester City, you've got a team that just
Well, they better get their finger out tonight.
so far this season.
Win me my money.
Luke Thomas up against Anthony Elanga, supported here by Kieran Dewsbury Hall.
They could have easily lost that game at Southampton. That's the issue with United. They're still building. They're still putting the little pieces together, and that's why that was so huge.
Scrappy game. Both teams struggling to hold on to possession.
There's Barnes, quickly closed down by Dalot.
Nothing really in the way of penetration
Started well, Dalot.
to write home about, and there's only been one shot.
This is suited and booted tonight. Brendan Rodgers has gone for the tie. It's the open neck shirt for Erik ten Hag. Dewsbury Hall with a good ball in. It's a good defensive header by Lisandro Martinez.
It's a cross in there by Leicester, but it was straight to a Man U player.
Samari. Manchester United wanted the free kick, but Craig Pawson was looking right at it.
He's complaining, Marcus Rashford. He's got to be stronger. He's got to hold it in or win the foul. He's not done enough. There it is. It's just a battle.
Down went Madison, foul by
Leicester
Cristiano.
City free kick.
So free kick here.
10-15 yards outside the edge of the box. Ericsson gave that away. Barged into one of the Leicester players in the back. He floored it. Definitely a free kick.
It's one of those, Jermaine, that looks
Right,
like
20
it's
minutes
just slightly
gone.
too far for a
I'm
shot.
already dreaming in my bed.
Yeah, there'll be a conversation here about whether they shift it and hit it, do we get it out wide and try and put a better ball into the box, or the game's been a bit scrappy, do we just have a dig?
A bit scrappy.
He fancies it, but could easily just get dinked towards that.
Aye, can he strike it for there? Surely not. Oh, he has. Dewsbury Hall struck it for about 40 yards, man. Got it on target, but there was no chance of beating De Gea for that kind of distance, I don't think. But it took something special.
Just a fraction too high. It's the first time in 19 years that Leicester have failed to win any of their first 4 Premier League matches. They were relegated the season they last did that, but they have finished in the top half in each of the last 5 seasons. They've been a club that's been able to punch above its weight, based around good management, good recruitment. Been one of the real success
Punch
stories.
above its weight, it feckin' won the Premiership, man.
Header won by Justin. Here's Vardy.
Try to think what the odds were. I think it was like thousands to 1. Leicester City to win the Premiership that year. Vardy was tip-top form, drink water.
Space now on that side from a speedy Harvey Barnes.
Done amazing for them as well, a few other heads. Oh, that was a good challenge, yeah.
Likewise from Johnny Evans. It's brilliant from McTominay.
I'm obviously Scottish and a Scotland fan. I don't really rate McTominay that highly at all. I mean, good ball.
Jadon Sancho was onside and scores.
Yes.
Such a simple goal. You wonder where the Leicester City defenders
Right, come on, Rashford, get your finger out.
United and Jadon Sancho won't pass up a gift like that. It's Leicester 0, Manchester United 1.
Well, Leicester have had problems down that
That was bad ball by Leicester, slack ball.
Finding himself in acres of space and finding himself 1v1 versus Johnny Evans. But it's just really smart play from Bruno Fernandes. Thomas is completely out of the picture.
Goalkeeper whacked it up the park.
When this ball comes back into play, you'll see he just pulls into a lovely little pocket of space, Bruno Fernandes.
And then the ball just
wide open,
pinged back.
Wide open.
Oof.
Two simple passes. Brendan Rodgers will be fuming with this, but he got to exploit it. Sancho's got a flavour for goals recently. Takes a really
Just
good touch around the keeper.
Straight back up the park, down the right.
From Rashford was spot on as well, but where those Leicester
Found
City
Rashford in
were,
space. He
I don't know.
brought the ball on a bit, squared it for Sancho. Sancho takes one touch round the keeper and slots it home.
Given to them there, and Jadon Sancho scores his second goal of the season, scored in the win against Liverpool, and he's got one tonight. And Erik ten Hag happy to see his side.
Right, come on, Rashford.
At the King Power Stadium against Leicester City.
That was a gift. It was an absolute gift. There's some moments of quality and within it, but you can't give those types of players that kind of space. It just makes life too easy. That's the kind of goal you sometimes see in training. Happening again.
Yeah, Rashford's in space. He's got runners as well.
Oh, strike it, Rashford. One target.
Good job he was there. It's becoming a recurring theme, though, here.
I think what's happened is Alanga's pace is scaring the life out of him down that side where Johnny Evans is, and they're just dropping.
Oh man, you're looking like they're coming. Square it to Rashford. Oh, it was unlucky.
By indeed, he was trying to pick out Marcus Rashford, and then Elanga snaps at the volley.
Oh, come on, fuck, man. The guy, there was a 50-50 ball dropping for the sky there, and the Man U dude was jumped like a girl, as if he was scared to get hurt. Not sure who that was.
Well, they've got to make a decision as a defensive line. Do they stay up and squeeze the pitch and stay with the team, or do they all drop off? At the minute, you've got the back four dropping off, and then the midfield wanting to press, and it's just creating a massive hole for Fernandes or Rashford, or whoever wants to go in there and play and enjoy themselves.
Manchester United have been a good team when they take the lead. They've only lost one of the last 24 Premier League matches when they've scored the first goal, and they've managed to do that tonight. They broke their away jinx at Southampton.
25 minutes in, and Man U are 1-0 up. Rashford hasn't had a shot on goal, never mind on target.
Manchester United to play for, and when they're given goals like that, they will take them. Some space now for Maddison. He's a good player to exploit situations like that. James just in. Away by Scott McTominay.
Oh, when that well played.
Elanga to Dallo, and then to Ericsson, and then away by Martinez to Bruno Fernandes.
Oh man, you're playing a dodgy game, man, but they go away with it.
So much quality and confidence.
One touch right in front of their own box.
Kicked on since that goal.
Any of those passes went astray, that they were fucked. Oh man, played it behind him instead of in front of him. Try to switch the play there. Right idea, but bad ball.
Elanga into McTominay. Ericsson.
Man, you're...
Ericsson allowed to shoot.
Come on, Ericsson, you should have passed it to Rashford.
You don't want to do that too often with Christian Eriksen on either foot. Time and space. 20 yards plus out. He's always going to hit the target. Great striker of a ball.
Well, the goal that Jadon Sancho scored means that Manchester United now scored in 14 successive games here at the King Power Stadium.
It's a good ball by Leicester, working it down the left. Early ball in, that was a good interception, had to be. Otherwise the Leicester player would have got that easy. I think it was Vardy who could have ready to bounce.
I don't know what else he can hit. I mean, Jamie Vardy's pulled out to the back post. He's the only player in the box.
It was Vardy.
Try and commit more players, Leicester. Not got any hopes of scoring goals. You can tell that they're a fragile unit at the minute, Leicester. They're just... There's a lot of players out there that just don't seem convincing at the minute, which is understandable, but worrying.
How's it understandable, man? They won the Premiership not too long ago, fuck's sake.
No, and it's some of them. I mean, Johnny Evans is looking a little bit shaky, dare I say, at the back. I think Jamie Vardy looks a bit
Johnny
unsure.
Evans playing, he was
very important players in Leicester's
rated like a mofo for a while there as well.
It's going to be a yellow card. Diogo Dalot can't grab the opponent like that and get away with it these days.
Oh, fucking Robbie challenged him, man.
He's got to be careful now the rest of the way, Diogo Dalot, up against Harvey Barnes.
Dallo, I was calling him Dallet.
His fullback.
Dallo.
Especially one that's on a yellow card this early. It wasn't smart. For Vardy, only finding Martinez. Nice touch by Sancho to Ericsson.
Snowbean.
He was in there quickly for Leicester. Just can't
A game worth writing home about, that's for sure.
Given away by Elanga. One back though by Bruno Fernandes. Tomine working hard in there. Seems like they've got extra men at the moment, Manchester United. Rashford was played through again. And it took the speed of Danny Ward to get there to clear it. Whenever they do cross the halfway line, they've got men over all over the place, United.
I think the trio of Ericsson, McTominay and Fernandes is just doing really well at the minute. There's a lot of second balls being won by McTominay. And
McTominay's actually having a good game, man.
Quality on the ball, and I think
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. All the players I don't fancy have a good game as soon as I start saying they're rubbish. Right, man, you won the ball back. Halfway in their own half.
Did really well as the left back for Manchester United. You're Tyrell Malacia.
Yeah, he's made a big difference. Big difference.
Give me joy in my heart, I say.
Tomine in there firmly on Sumari. Space for Marcus Rashford to receive the ball, and then lots of space on this side for Jadon Sancho.
All right, the rebel, how you doing, my man? Sorry.
Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen. All start off on that same thing though. When Rashford gets that ball, there's no
can
way
he stand? Leicester is a Derby fan. Rogers is the Dodger. Aye, mate. Well, obviously, him being an ex-Tim manager, he's not my favourite. Hillman and Maddison. Good. I thought Casper signed for Nice.
Don't forget that when the match finishes
tonight, maybe I got it wrong. I thought he'd signed for Leeds, but maybe I got that completely wrong. Maybe I misheard.
And ultimate in the Merseyside derby on Saturday morning, 11:30 from Goodison Park, between Everton and Liverpool. First one of those this season. We're really looking forward to that.
I think we're spoiled as Rangers and Celtic fans. The songs we get, man, definitely.
Goal scored by Jadon Sancho. There was simplicity.
Aye, mate. Vardy's legs have gone, unfortunately, and that was his game, man. He used his pace all the time, man. Mate, Haaland's start. Guy's a machine. and he's only going to get better, isn't he? I say unfortunately, fortunately, but I like Man City because of the way they play football, but I don't like the dominance. And I'm saying that as a Rangers fan when we dominate Scottish football.
In this first half, Leicester. Time for Jadon Sancho to bring it down, supported here by Malacia.
I think I'll give credit to Manchester. United for that, though. You know, I think their intensity without the ball has been upped. They've had success when they've pressed and won that ball back, so they're continually going for it. Because we see a little bit of frustration there from
Come
Johnny Evans
on.
winning the tackle. But they've been good in that midfield, in closing down the spaces and picking up second balls and bits and pieces, and then trying to get to play again.
It's amazing what genuine competition for places does for you. Casemiro sat on the bench is a big incentive for the three out there tonight to keep their place, and of course Ronaldo sat there as well, and he wants to play a part. Anthony's going to be available soon.
Come on, Rashford, get your finger out. Get me some goals on target. Too precisely.
Well, one of the really good things that Manchester United have done in the 32 minutes played in this game is...
Oh, I've got some Hunter's chicken I'm going to eat after
Every
this.
time Leicester get the ball, there's fingers pointing, there's put it there. The anxiety in the stadium's kind of going up.
Starving.
It tells you they're doing something right, United.
It's an excellent run by Martinez, who had the confidence to run past Maddison. He's lost it though, and now there might be a problem for Leicester to run
It's out of position. Oh, well done, Varane.
Varane with a vital interception.
It was unlucky though.
You know,
Good positioning from Varane.
Man United's defence is looking better than it has done for a long time. And it's that Martinez or whatever his name is. He's a wee small guy. Doesn't look like a defender at all. But he bounces about and reads the game really well.
That's one of the things that...
And you've got Varane, who's got a wee bit more stature to him.
Develop some partnerships. Historically, United, they'll always look at that.
Oh God, listen to this shitty song.
Bruce, it's always been one of the huge fundamentals at any football club, but so huge at Manchester United. And
English football's songs suck, but it has been gentrified a lot longer than the Scottish game. And most of Rangers songs you can't sing at Ibrox because they're deemed sectarian. Get it in the box, well played, wee ball round the left. Ah, come on, man, that should have been to Rashford.
For Leicester, everything they're having to do at the moment though is having to be hurried.
Rashford, hit Rashford.
So hard when they haven't got the ball.
Yes, Rashford turn.
Rashford's touch towards Malacia. Justin's clearance this time, helped on by Thomas, flicked on by Vardy. One back though for United by Dalot. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford.
Strike it! Oh, unlucky.
Ilanga.
Square it to Rashford. Get a dog in the fight here.
When you're talking about players under pressure, Fletch, I don't think Marcus Rashford will have an easier 45 minutes football to go and get himself a goal. He's got a lovely assist in the game, but he's going to be judged on goals if he's playing in that position for Manchester United. And that fella on the bench, it doesn't take him long to get on the score sheet. So, and I know there's a bigger thing going on
keep
here
Rashford on. Don't put Ronaldo on.
Ilanga, young players, but he needs to get his numbers up when it comes to, we're in that number 10 for Manchester United as well, and now seems as good a time as ever against a really fragile Leicester side.
Tell that to Rashford, get your finger out.
By Ilanga. Interception made on that side by Thomas. It was Dewsbury Hall.
I think Rashford's through the middle as well, more or less.
Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes, and it goes to Rashford.
win that.
Indeed, he couldn't get it off him. It's pulled back now to Sancho with a chance, and he took a deflection. Clifton, I think it was, who was there, and it just took the sting off the shot, but they worked the opportunity so well again, Manchester United.
Yeah, it's a good run from Rashford. He's persistent. Gets his head up, picks out.
Struck like yourself, man.
He assisted for the first goal, Jadon Sancho.
Sherry Tielemans. Harvey Barnes. I was watching that. Plenty of power, not quite enough bend. Harvey Barnes could do that from that side.
He didn't seem too certain, David De Gea, when he watched this go over his shoulder. It was a fair way away. It was a good strike.
Yeah, it's miles away.
Barnes, but
right idea.
we'll hope that there's something in that to get his team going, but it's not
right, 4 attempts to 2, man. So Rashford's come on, mate.
So far.
It's been a quiet night for David.
Shows the player you can be.
500 appearances in a Manchester United shirt. It's a foul eventually given for the foul by Johnny Evans.
That's better from Marcus. I felt like he started slow to the game, but his last 20 minutes he's been on it.
Off they go. They warmed up together on Saturday at Southampton, know each other inside out from their time at Real Madrid together. Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro. It's only saying last night, Jermaine, I wonder if we've ever had a situation in the Premier League where we've had so many good attacking players in the division at the same time. Everybody seems to have them.
That's just the nature of the league.
You can see that every year.
Packed stadiums week in, week out. Fans sing their hearts out. It's an attacker's dream. I think you look from the outside in and you just think, that's where I want to be playing my football and scoring. My
Fans sing their hearts out. They need decent fucking songs.
Best in the world.
When was it last week?
Get the Champions League starts.
A wee bit better than
Tuesday
that.
night, match day 1, Wednesday night Champions League as well. The first match on Tuesday is at 5 o'clock, by the way, across the BT Sport channels. And the Europa League and the Europa Conference League on Thursday, including at Manchester United against Real Sociedad from 7:15.
Right, next Wednesday
European schedule coming up for the teams involved.
is when I can apply for Champions League tickets.
Before the international break.
150, well worth it.
Vardy trying to turn away from Ericsson, who just caught him. Free kick to Leicester.
I mean, look at Man U's midfield. Bruno Fernandes, who's a world beater when he fucking wants to turn up, and Ericsson, who you can't really.
Thomas, pressure was applied on him by Bruno Fernandes, and then Diogo.
Don't know. He seems a wee bit. Oh, that was a shite ball, man. Done well to win it, and then just played it right back to Leicester. Oh. Varane, brilliant. Cool as a cucumber there, chipped a wee ball, rather just wailing it up the park.
Been really good, Varane. I wouldn't say he's been tested right to the point that Jamie Vardy can test centre halves, but positionally been good, been very good on the ball. We'll be hoping he can change things in the second half.
It's interesting how well he flourished at Real Madrid alongside a very aggressive partner in Sergio Ramos, and the early signs of Lisandro Martinez is that he wants to defend in a similar ways.
Yeah.
A very aggressive man as well.
Was it Hernandez or Fernandez, whatever it is, Mexican sounding dude? He's like a wee dynamo, he's like Speedy Gonzalez, he looks teeny compared to the rest of the, and compared to the... Vardy even makes him look fucking small, and Vardy's a short arse himself.
They've not been put under any pressure whatsoever, and this Leicester side, I mean, you can pull it all over the place. It's too easy for Manchester United to get out from a
Free
defensive
kick,
point of view.
Leicester.
The ball goes in midfield, they're not competitive enough, and defensively they look scared to death, in all honesty. He's got a lot of work to do with his side.
The game's flat as a mofo. It has been all game, man. You just
in the second half, go to the back three and to shore them up a little bit.
had a wee bit of luck, man.
Justin's header. Martinez there for Manchester United.
Could also be a way to get Jamie Vardy some support. If they can get Iheanacho onto the pitch.
This is like a Thursday night
Players up top, just make something happen. It's so
game
flat.
that means fuck all.
Experienced the King Power so flat.
Oh, James
Oh,
Maddison's
God,
having
man,
to
he's
go
listening
so
to
deep
me.
To try and get on the ball. It's Barnes, supported by Dewsbury Hall. This time they've got blue shirts forward, Leicester. It wasn't a good enough pass into the penalty area, though. Justin's then fouled by Malacia, who says he got the ball. I think he's going to get a yellow
Malacia.
card. Leicester are going to get the free kick.
And he definitely gets contact.
Oh, he's
on
going
the
to
ball.
get a yellow card as well.
I think maybe what happens after is what the referee is booking him for. It feels harsh, that, to me. Gets enough on the ball, maybe, I don't know, the arm coming out, possibly.
Right, body check,
That's
though, man.
obviously what Craig Pawson has seen, the arm coming out, maybe dragged him back a little bit, but he wins the ball initially.
Well, you wonder whether this can be a situation that Leicester can profit from. Got a really good deliverer in James Maddison. They've sent Ndidi into the penalty area. Johnny Evans has gone in there as well. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
A team that's as fragile as them, you're just hoping at this
Well,
point.
free
to find
kick
something to take into
for
half-time.
over on the right. He's done there.
It's into a good area by Maddison, but it's well defended there by
Low
Manchester
ball
United.
into the front post.
Numerous red shirts.
Cleared by
attacking
Man
the
U,
ball.
rattled up the
Actually cleared away
park.
by Bruno Fernandes. Madison just moving Malacia, but that's good play behind him by Martinez, who reads dangerous situations well.
Yeah, he needs to stay for a wee guy, man. That's how he does the damage.
Final minute then of the first half. Evans
Fuck's sake,
towards
thank
Maddison.
fuck I had money on this, by the way, because otherwise it would be just dull, boring bullshit. Right, back to fucking Rattle. Come on, you fuck.
Needed to be.
Can he string two fucking passes together, either of them?
Because it does feel like one of those halves, though, where
Look all good passing the ball out at the back, and then as soon as they get up front, they can't
you're looking at it going,
string two balls together.
we should have scored more than one, because they're going to come out a different team.
Maddison out to Barnes. A
Leicester
late flourish here in the first half for Leicester. Barnes on
down
the
the
run.
right. Too much on the
First
cross.
step was nice.
It goes
The
out.
final bit didn't really work out. Leicester City, though, find themselves behind here at the King Power Stadium through a goal scored by Jadon Sancho.
Pardon
It's
me.
a really simple goal. You know, arms out, fingers getting pointed by Leicester City players, but the time and space is going to get exploited by quality players, and the touch from Rashford in behind and the finish.
Easy
from Jadon
peasy,
Sancho
lemon squeezy.
was simple, really. And he's just bemused. He sat there thinking, how has that happened?
It's a good header by Johnny Evans. It's a play off Diogo Dalot.
Right, come on, Rashford.
Here's Ndidi, and now Justin. Tielemans.
1 minute
Now
added on
Thomas.
time. Leicester attacking down the left hand
Sends
side,
across
the ball
towards Vardy,
in.
headed away well by Varane, and there is the
And there we
half-time
go.
whistle. It was a very, very comfortable
Fuck's sake,
first
man,
half
and I'm
for Manchester
feel
United
knackered as
in a
well. I'm
seeking to
lucky.
win 3 Premier League
I've
games
stayed
in a row.
awake
Jadon
during this
Sancho
game.
scored in the win against Liverpool, and he scored his second goal of the season tonight. 3 passes and Manchester United were in. It was a simple goal. They made it look easy, and they executed it superbly. And Brendan Rodgers has some work to do with his team at half-time, who have been flat, and Manchester United have had complete control. Half-time, Leicester City 0, Manchester United 1.
Well, it's been not too shabby, bet-wise. Mick Mac, how you doing, my man? Hopefully you're all good. I know, mate, it's a weird world to stay in a green. Watching a blue, watching the English. But the reason I'm watching is I've got a wee line on. If I can find my moose. Loose. About that house, which I can't. Weird something. Alright. It's no. Look what's happening with my mouse around that screen. Woo! Let's see if this fixes it. It does. So let's have a wee look at my bet. Man United to win, Rashford 2 shots on goal. So 1 out of 2, but Rashford hasn't been in the game at all. Oh, and just I put a wee outside bet on Sunak. I had a spare 5 pence. Just because I think everybody's writing him off. But the force is strong with that one. He looks like he's out of Star Trek. So I think he'll win. But that's the wee bet I've got on the Man United game. A wee 5 spot on, £18 back. So I need Rashford to come out this second half. Fucking all guns are blazing. Let's see if he can do it for me. Still the adverts. Just need to be very careful with the adverts because of all the songs and shit that's on it. You think it's going to be 1-1, Mick Mac? I don't know, mate. Leicester hasn't really shown anything in the way of going forward, buddy. I mean, they've threw a few balls in, and like Varane and Hernandez, Martinez, whatever his name is. Hold on, it's right in front of me. Martinez, that's it. I've been mopping that shit up. But maybe you're right, mate. Maybe you're right. Or are you talking about the old firm on Saturday? Because that's got 3-0 to Rangers written all over it. Bonnie Humpies. Going to be good. It'll be a cracking game on Saturday. Both Rangers and Celtic are really firing in all cylinders right now, man, and it's going to be a cracking game. Right, let's see if we can hear any of the shit.
Word is Janet's shaving the whole lot.
Heard Martin's.
See, there's the music I was talking about there. There's come on, Bell. Oh my god, there's a Whopper. Flame grilled. I've got some Hunter's chicken there though. So that's what I'll be scarranning. Ay, lordy lord. Hurry up. To be sure. Mick Mac, have you heard the English crowds, mate? They're shite. You're talking about this game, though, the Old Firm. Aye, mate, it will be a cracking game on Saturday. You are completely right. It will be an amazing game on Saturday. Teams couldn't be in better form. Here we go. Right.
Welcome back. Murmurs of unhappiness, a few boos, general apathy in the first half from the Leicester fans here. They've seen their side struggling against Manchester United. The visitors
so they're booing. So the fans are already turning against. Leicester have been shite this season, man.
How about a double header of WWE and UFC to go with it? WWE has its first major UK stadium event in 3 decades as we bring you Clash at the Castle live from Cardiff before the UFC hits France, also for the first time, with a big heavyweight billing lined up for you Saturday from 6 on BT.
WWE coming to the
Well, it's nice to be
UK.
with us this evening. We've got 2 sides on show tonight with contrasting form, contrasting confidence, and actually the goal is the perfect example of a team enjoying their football and a team making poor decisions.
Yeah, I think Manchester United, they set the tone early on. They were pressing at times. Here, the ball goes forward, it turns over. But what I like is Jadon Sancho still pushes through, doesn't dare die. They regain possession again. And what I love about this is Bruno's ability to pick up these type of spaces here. He makes a beeline immediately to get out, and so he's unattached to any player in a blue shirt. And he saw the ball was turned over. Then he's on. And then what I like about this is immediately Marcus Rashford smells danger. And it's about making the right pass, the weight of pass, the timing, and then being decisive. And it was all in that one phase of play there.
Rashford
Brilliant
should have
to watch.
struck
A great goal.
Fucking
But also, I think you look
Hot
at it
shot
from you
himself.
flip it, and you look at Leicester, and you think, what could they do better to kind of get out of a situation like this? Listen, fullbacks high. That's the modern game nowadays. You see, there's Thomas there. He's high up the pitch. That's the way the game's played.
more in defence, they were
But
outnumbered.
as soon as the space comes here,
Man, you had the
Johnny
man
doesn't
over.
look there. He's got a decision to make. Does he go to the ball, or does he stay and get back in
Stay.
here with Marcus?
Stay.
If it was me, I have to be
Stay.
honest, I'd be screaming at this man. You get across, delay Bruno, and I'm going to get in here and make sure that he can't get into that area there, so
Yep.
that area doesn't open up for Marcus Rashford. But they do neither, and then they get caught, and it's about no one can get back in, no one can affect the
One
play.
touch, round the
And the ball's
keeper,
in the back of the
boom.
net before you know it. So Brendan will be disappointed, I'm sure.
I mean, Luke Thomas's position in that you can't be that high. You just can't. You know, obviously mistakes have cost them last season and this season.
Oh, I was wondering who that
Way
was
too high,
earlier
puts
on.
pressure
Owen
Johnny Evans, puts
Hargreaves
pressure
or
on
something,
Tomori.
wasn't
Justin
it?
came back in, and obviously I think it just
Played
deflates the
in
whole team when you
Germany,
make
he was
mistakes like that.
American, but qualified for England.
They had no players affecting the game. You've got to be able to affect the game against better players. The biggest thing tonight
Did
is,
he
as
come
I said
over
before
and
the
play
game,
for
the
Man
midfield
U or
three for
something?
Manchester United actually controlling the game. You know, when was the
Can't
last time
remember.
they started controlling games with midfield
Back in
players?
Nam,
Johnny
that shit
set the
was.
platform for Eriksen and Fernandes as well.
OK, well, Jadon Sancho with the goal. His second goal of the season. Manchester United looking for their 3rd successive Premier League win. If they hold on and complete the job, they will go 5th in the Premier League. Big second half to come from his side and Leicester City. See you in a moment.
Shit. Right, I've managed to mute it. So I just need to do that. Well, will there be any subs at half time? I would take off Rashford and put on Ronaldo, but I don't want that to happen because I need Rashford to get 2 shots on goal. Camiro or Cashmiro. It'd be good to see a wee bit about him. See what he's about. Need to keep Sancho on. He's had the goal. Elanga. He's definitely been in the game a lot more than Rashford, that's for sure. But is Rashford getting more of a goal threat? Nuclear inspectors finally reach the nuclear power station that Ukraine and Russia are fighting over. Gotta love it. My daddy's bigger than your daddy. That's the fight that they're having. Now, I was fanning about with the mic trying to get a better sound, and I hope I've not fucked it. Es Madorma. All right, McVicker, my man, how you doing? Rangers are going to win 2-1, Alan. Easy peasy, man. Mac's already making these excuses. Oh, it's going to be good, man, anyway. But I can't remember a time when it's obviously happened before, but it's been a long time since Rangers and Celtic have both been in such a high going into an Old Firm. Jesus Jones with the adverts, man. Domino. Woo-woos. And there's more music advertising the Europa League, I think. Or is it the Champions League, actually? It's the Champions League, because there's Rangers. Come on!
Away, the way to sell your car. Sponsors the Premier League on BT Sport.
Da ba da da da. Da ba doo doo boo doo doo doo.
It's top of the space as well here for Bruno Fernandes, who finds Rashford. It's on now to Jadon Sancho, who's onside and scores.
Rashford, you should have struck that yourself, man. You're a world beater, son.
So a big smile on Jadon Sancho's face, but the shake of the head from Brendan Rodgers told you all you need to know about that goal from a Leicester City perspective, and the players looking serious as they come out for the second half.
Come on, man, yeah!
Better from them.
I mean,
Bottom of the
Rashford.
Premier League, not where they want to be. What can they do in the second 45? Meanwhile, for Manchester United, who were out sharpish, well, they're unbeaten in their last 118 Premier League
Right,
games.
is Rashford coming out for the second half?
Are they about to make that 119? Time to find out with Jermaine and Darren.
Vardy's back out, Evans is back out.
Has made a change at half-time. Leicester City have scored in every Premier League game this
No,
season,
no
which
changes
will give them
by
belief they
either
can
side.
do that in this second half, but they can't keep the goals out. They've not kept a clean sheet in any of them. In fact, they've only managed to do that once in their last 11 league matches.
New manager, definitely get a touch of the Guardiola about him.
The performance in general, Jermaine, in the first half,
Just because he's baldy with a beard, you know.
Yeah, to a man.
But he does look a bit like Guardiola.
I think if I was Brendan Rodgers at half-time, my message would have been clear that get that ball to Harvey Barnes as much as possible and get him running at Dalot.
Second half kicking off.
Come
Come on there, Rashford.
One thing just to mention is that Manchester United
Rashford.
haven't lost a game with a half-time lead for 8 years. The last time it happened was here against Leicester in September 2014. They've got the lead tonight. We'll see whether Leicester City can do anything about the situation as it stands.
See shit like that, man. You might as well get a woman with fucking
Bruno Fernandes,
a
supported
towel
by
around her
Marcus
head and a
Rashford,
crystal
that's good
ball.
defending by Johnny Evans, who stood his ground well. Played just short of 200 matches for Manchester United, Johnny Evans, and won 6 trophies while he was there. And they'll need all of his organisation
Wow,
and
man.
experience back
Didn't
there in the
realise he
second
paid
half.
that much, didn't you? He was floating about,
I've
but
had a word with Thomas, just telling him to.
all well played.
There they go again.
Ah, come on, Rashford.
I think if there is a criticism of Manchester United, they've not
That
made
was
more of
unlucky,
those
man. It was a wee
situations, just having one goal as it stands.
and Krieger passes around front of the box.
Yeah, at times for Manchester United, it looked brilliant. And it just that's happening too much. It just breaks down.
It's a prime example of the point that was being made. Here's Dewsbury Hall for Leicester, but that's behind.
Oh, what man? He just. He's moaning at the guy. Oh man, that was what a wee dick.
This second half, they've got to stay with the team, haven't they?
Played a shite ball where the player wasn't, and then turned around and blamed the player.
That anxiety and that pressure coming from the fans, it's understandable. They're so used to seeing a much better performance from this Leicester team, confident young players, but they've got to encourage, they've got to get behind them.
Barnes challenged by Bruno Fernandes. Dalot looking for Sancho, just in there for Leicester, supported by Tielemans, but it finds its way to Sancho and then gave it away to Dewsbury Hall.
Nah, that was shite. Picked the ball out the air, brilliant touch. Looked like he was Pele on steroids, then just played the ball to the Leicester player, trying to be too fancy, instead of just playing a normal ball.
Take that though, Fletch. You might just take someone, just showing some courage, showing some confidence, saying, give me the ball, I'll try and make us play.
Rashford.
Tick, and then a couple of others have a look and go, in a minute, yeah, we've still got a chance here, and just at the minute, they're all on the edge of it. Nobody's really getting hold of the game, prepared to make mistakes, prepared to get on the ball and make something happen.
Certainly got the look of a game where if Manchester United don't win it, they'll be kicking themselves because they've had so much possession around the Leicester City box in the first half without ever really, apart from the goal, troubling Danny Ward too much. Here's Barnes. Now Maddison. Only to Christian Eriksen and then to Bruno Fernandes. Here's Diogo Dalot. Rashford. Fernandes. Malacia. Rashford's flick to Bruno Fernandes.
Fernandes.
Samari.
He's not been in the game at all. He's looked slow now, look, he's diving in, fucking like an idiot. He misses.
He's aggressive and he was
It's got to be a yellow card.
Leicester, and a yellow card for Lisandro Martinez.
Well, he's got to look at
Mamma
on
mia!
him. It's a clear foul.
He must be Argentinian.
Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, he is one of those players, young players, I think, that shows character. Never hides, always wants to get on the ball. He's driving at Varane, trying to make him make a decision. You can see the clear clip of the legs there from Martinez.
Bizarre situation here, Jermaine, is in a game where Manchester United have had so little defending to do. 3 of the back 4 are now on a yellow card.
It's on the edge, but it's their own fault. You know, at that top end of the pitch there, Fernandes taking the mick a little bit. They're just not being as clinical as they need to be to kill this game off, which it should be, really.
Provides a situation here from the set piece for Leicester. Dewsbury-Hall, who won the free kick, and Maddison are the 2 players over it. David De Gea is happy he's got his wall in the right position.
I'm surprised if Maddison don't hit this.
This is another 30-yard free kick. Maddison with his right foot, I think.
Madison does hit it!
Oh my God, that was a great free kick, man.
Hit that one any squeezer, James Maddison.
No,
that was unlucky, man. De Gea was up to the challenge, man.
A little bit further out than he'd like it, but he hit it really well.
It's got the crowd back into it, which will lift the Leicester players.
Make him feel a lot better as well.
Oh, that was unlucky, man. Bang on target, top bag. De Gea managed to get across and double fist it away.
James Justin back to Yuri Tielemans. There's Maddison, faced by McTominay.
Ooh, right.
Now Justin. I do feel for the Leicester man in possession, Jermaine, because there's not a great deal of movement ahead of them.
No, there isn't, and that's where Jamie Vardy needs to improve, or somebody needs to get up there and join him and help him out.
Vardy.
He's definitely not having that.
Looks like he's already retired.
At the top end of the pitch, Jamie Vardy. He's just not really a come short and play type of guy. He needs to lift it up or do more of that.
And down went Justin. Vardy appealing to the assistants on that side. There's Maddison. Ndidi. Dewsbury-Hall's trying to make the run in behind Eriksen here. Barnes has joined Vardy in the box. Good play from Dewsbury-Hall.
Oh,
it was fizzed in.
That was unlucky. Was that Vardy?
High for Harvey Barnes. That's so much better
Got a wee
from
bit
Leicester.
Yeah, well, United gave them encouragement and they've taken it. More good play from Dewsbury-Hall, manipulating the ball.
And
You can see
Dewsbury-Hall.
Harvey Barnes on his way. It's just slightly too high.
Free over on the
and
right,
behind
used
him.
his left peg, pinged one to the back post.
But much better
Just
from
a
his left
ball
side.
here
A lot of players
over
showing
the
they want the ball. Here's the effort from
Oh, that free
Maddison. He
kick was
thought he
good as
in.
well,
He was
man.
away. De Gea had it covered quite comfortably for him.
It's James Maddison and Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, the 2 players who are trying
That's
to take
unlucky.
Leicester City back into it. Yeah.
Very unlucky.
They just need a few others now to come to the party, and they can really give United a problem here. But he'll be delighted with that last 5 minutes play.
Erik Ten Hag has decided to send the substitutes out to warm up. Harry Maguire's one of them. He's just had a nice ovation from the Leicester supporters. Cristiano Ronaldo and Casemiro, the other 2. I would think the mindset of the Manchester United manager is that this is a game they've got to kill off and kill off quickly, and of course Ronaldo might just be the player to come on and do that.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting this next 10-15 minutes. The trust he has in his
Rashford would be the
side.
obvious one to take off because
The
he's
first
played
moment in the game
shite.
that Leicester
But I want
seem
him to
kind of
stay
get some
on.
confidence and some quality.
James Justin in towards Harvey
Just
Barnes,
need Rashford to get one shot on goal and then it livens up the rest of the game.
Now Maddison.
For me anyway.
Foul. Just caught there by Elanga. Free kick to Leicester. Maddison can get himself on the ball again.
Just keeps that pressure building. You mentioned Maddison having more of an influence. Not sure if he caught too much of him, but he bought the free kick and got it.
Didi and Evans have gone up there from centre-back. Added height now for Leicester City.
Leicester free kick over on the left. Just maybe less than 10 yards.
First man to react
Inside
to
the
it was the
box.
Manchester United captain, Bruno Fernandes.
How he's made it as captain, I do not know. He seems moody and drifts in and out of games left, right and centre.
Among the supporters, you can feel that around the King Power Stadium now, and I'm sure that's being transmitted through to the players. See what they can do from this Tielemans corner. It's worked nicely here for Dewsbury Hall for the shooting chance, straight at Malacia. Thomas caught over there by Rashford. Craig Pawson's going to bring it back.
Come on, don't send them off.
Kick around the Manchester United penalty area here, Leicester.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul from Marcus Rashford, who comes sliding in when Thomas is late. They've got another one to deal with.
Well, at least he was involved in the game for once. Even if it wasn't just a bit sliding in late and wiping out a Leicester player.
Back in it.
Well, they're a team who have done more in the first 10 minutes of the second half than they managed in 45 minutes in the first half. Discussion taking place between Ten Hag and Ronaldo. Free kick headed away by Bruno Fernandes. There was no real need
Rattled
for
up
Marcus
the
Rashford
park
to whack it away
by
like that.
Man U. It was a ball in for the right for free kick, in for the right for Leicester.
To warm up, so maybe
Man U player get a hold of it and just rattled it up the park. Oh, it was a short ball. Man U have won it back.
Leicester City giving the ball away. That's an important block by Thomas.
Right up next to the Leicester box.
He sorts his feet out a lot quicker, and if he does,
Short ball by Evans. Oh, there's Casemiro
your answer to the question.
coming on.
Feels like he needs to shore it up a little bit. He's a player that should be starting anyway, in my opinion.
Wouldn't suspect his former Real Madrid teammate's going to be that far behind him. Tomine challenged by Maddison. Eventually takes the throw in. Leicester City get the ball partially clear. Fernandes jumping with Maddison. Here's Dalot. Plenty of time now for Thomas. And then Evans. Space now for Barnes. Casemiro ready for Manchester United. Nice ball by Tielemans to Maddison. Here's Vardy. Maddison. Martinez was the defender. Rashford now to Bruno Fernandes, and Eriksen sprinting away down the other side. Rashford's going to get himself back on side. It's the reason why Eriksen couldn't play the pass. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Rashford, and away by Tielemans, who'd gone with him.
And they did find him on that occasion.
I thought Rashford was going to get a shot off at least there, man.
He has a good touch. He's got a 1v1 on the edge of the box. An opportunity to shift it, move it, get a shot off.
Here comes the Manchester United change then, and it's young Anthony Elanga who's going to be replaced by the
Yes, Rashford staying on.
Casemiro.
Elanga was more wide up front. Casemiro's more centre mid, if I'm not mistaken.
Here comes a man of vast experience that Ten Hag will be hoping can bring back some control in that midfield area. Fernandes will just drift out to this right-hand side, but Tomine and Casemiro look like they're going to play next to each other with Eriksen in the hole.
When he settles down and he gets his best team out there, there'll be a South American flavour to it, with Martinez from Argentina, Anthony and Casemiro from Brazil.
Oh, so that Martinez is Argentinian, I was right.
Leicester City back in the match. Rashford. Taken off him by Thomas.
Come on,
There's an
fuck
excellent
Rashford.
spring of the Leicester step in the second half.
I just feel like United are doing everything they possibly can to allow Leicester back into this game at the minute.
Yep.
They came out really since the start of the second half in second gear.
Slow.
You can't do it in any Premier League game.
They did lots of things well.
Both teams have been stuck in second gear the whole fucking game.
Ruthlessness, didn't they?
It's been a shocking game to
In the
watch.
Premier League, you just can't take your foot off the gas. When you've got a team where you want them, you've got to take it.
Oh, come on, Rashford.
Tangled up with Ndidi. Intercepted by McTominay. Here's Casemiro, Eriksen.
Rashford, you get yourself in near the box. Stop coming short. He's playing through the middle, Rashford.
Sancho supported
Oh, it was a shocking ball.
Superbly for Leicester.
That was Royal Mail fucking slow, that shit was. That ball was. Oh man, I'm dreaming in my bed.
It's a Leicester City ball. Alejandro Garnacho and Victor Lindelof. Two of the Manchester United substitutes over there. Donny van der Beek is the other one. Here's Luke Thomas for Leicester, supported by Harvey Barnes. Maddison's made the run. Varane quickly across.
See, Leicester still know they're in the game, man.
Tielemans. Evans. Justin. Intercepted there by Casemiro.
Casemiro with a brilliant ball, man.
To be a good ball here for Bruno Fernandes.
Get it in the middle for Rashford.
Rashford breaks now here to Eriksen.
Get it into Rashford. Come on, you fuck. See if this goes back to the defence. Oh man, back to the fucking defence.
They have to be cautious of
Shocking, man.
Becoming a basketball match and going end to end, they've still got to maintain an element of control within the game. But
No, you don't just need to play it to Rashford and let him get shots off.
to attack, the opportunities are there.
Back to the goalkeeper now. Fuck me.
Bit more conviction, I think, going forward.
They were like a couple of yards away for the Leicester City goal. And now they've, by playing the ball about like fannies at the back, they've lost the ball now and Leicester's on the halfway line.
The conversation about Ronaldo is just a non-starter because he's just ruthless. Before, when he was saying, okay, maybe I want to leave, then okay, maybe you shouldn't be starting him.
He is ruthless, but no if his head isn't in the game.
Anywhere. You've got one of the world's greatest ever goal scorers that we've ever seen. Put him on the pitch.
The club's trying to teach him a lesson.
Vardy into the game. Vardy went down. Not a foul though.
Oh, that was a shame.
Thumps it clear for Leicester. Marcus Rashford on the run. Johnny Evans.
Hit that, Rashford. Oh, unlucky.
Goalkeeper Danny Ward.
Right, McTominay, where are you? Win that second ball. Where he's coming up. He's going to win it.
Justin forward here from right back. Now Dewsbury Hall. Manchester United with two over there. And Rashford though moved aside easily by Ndidi. Thomas has to go backwards under pressure there from Bruno Fernandes.
They had to be careful. They were out of shape. They were exposed everywhere. It was the right decision to go back, get the shape.
Wilfred Ndidi. Luke Thomas. Harvey Barnes. Madison. Dallow with a challenge.
He seems reluctant to run that Dallow, Harvey Barnes. I don't know why.
He's one of the 3 Manchester United players on yellow cards. Malacia and Martinez, the other 2. Casemiro gave it away. Madison looking to get away from Varane. Down he goes. Here's Dewsbury Hall. They'll get the free kick for that one, though. Scott McTominay.
Silly foul. Well, certain teams, certain players, you don't want to give away too many of these situations. He's asking for a yellow card.
It's a good position. Leicester has got the free kick.
That one there.
Yeah, I don't know, Varane kind of gets a late leg in. It looks clumsy, but I think he might get some contact on the ball. That there is his holding. You can't do that. You're going to get pulled up on that.
Tell you what though, Jermaine, this is, we talked about the last one. I think the phrase used is not quite in his wheelhouse. This one's
the last free kick they struck was quite good, man.
And when you've already hit a nice one, when you take free kicks, you get a feel. It's like for anything in sport. When you get a feel for the distance and a feel for how you want to hit it, you'll feel really confident over this James Maddison. You've taken plenty of these. What's your mindset when you're in the centre of the goal? Because you can go either way. What makes your mind up? Well, sometimes you just have a look at a space. You know, sometimes you look at the wall and you might look at the highest part of the wall and think, don't fancy I can get it over him and get it down in that amount of time, so I might go to the keeper's side. But it also will depend on maybe that early free kick. On the early free kick, it goes over the wall.
Oh man, look, this is mental, this shit.
If he gets this over the wall, De Gea is going to struggle to stop.
I don't know if anybody's seen that before when they lie down in the ground to make sure they don't hit it under the wall. Mental.
In the Premier League,
he's lying down behind the wall.
He knows exactly what to do in a situation like this, and this is just about perfect in terms of distance for him. Yeah, he'll be considering going De Gea's side here. He knows if he hits it with enough pace, but I feel it's set up perfect for him to go over the wall.
Oh, there's too much pressure on him now. He's going to sky it.
It's Madison.
Oh, off the wall.
I think he was going the side that you suggested.
Went out to the right.
Didn't hit it.
Cross hot back in. Big high cross. De Gea claimed it easy peasy.
Potentially if Casemiro
it was on. Looked like it was on target as well, but oh, there's Ronaldo warming up.
It's a different level in these types of games and demand also. Diogo Dallow. Here comes the change then, and it's the Manchester United goal scorer, Jadon Sancho.
Yes. Come on, Rashford.
Second half, Jadon Sancho, but he's done his business. Again, got himself on the score sheet. Another step forward in his Manchester United career. Another confidence builder. There's still a lot to work on.
Oh man, I can't wait for this game to be over so I can have some food and go to my bed.
Around playing in the Champions League and not losing the records that he has.
Daily meat.
Got 140 Champions League goals. Lionel Messi is 15 behind. He's played 183 Champions League games, and the closest active player is Messi again on 156. So he's got a bit of leeway there. I think he's got a year to play.
So we've got Ronaldo on, folks. The show shall begin.
I thought I should maybe tell him and just calm his nerves a little bit. Messi can do some ridiculous things. All you got to do is tell him about that record.
Right, where's he playing? Ronaldo, right?
For the foreseeable future.
Oh, pardon me.
Manchester United with 22 minutes still to play, and Jadon Sancho's first half goal still separating the sides.
Right, Ronaldo, set up some shots for Rashford.
Really run at Dallow this time. Dallow gets his heel in the way. Here's Casemiro, and now Fernandes. Rashford's going to play slightly wider now. Ronaldo's on. That's good defending on that side against him by Justin. I actually think it suits Rashford out there. I think it's where he wants to play anyway. They keep trying to play him down the middle, maybe because of his work rate.
but he seems to work almost that hard without the ball that when the ball comes into him, he can't get hold of it. He can't do the things that you want your centre forward to do. I like him off the left-hand side, cutting in and having shots. It's where he got his goal against Liverpool as well, when he in that second half. It suits him much better.
Well, as long as he comes inside, he gets shots off, man.
Sumari. That's a foul by Casemiro.
Right, 20 minutes for 2 shots on target. And Rashford, come on.
Don't forget, tonight from 10:15 you can join Jake and the team for Premier League tonight. Same channels, BT Sport 1 and Ultimate. Then Saturday morning we'll be at Goodison Park for Everton against Liverpool. The first Merseyside derby of the season. We start at 11:30 and you can watch that with us on BT Sport 1 and Ultimate as well.
This Saturday? Nah, I'll be watching the old film, mate.
Thumped away by Dallo, up towards Ronaldo. And Didi gets a piece of it. Ronaldo
Oh, wow, man.
then pushed him in his efforts to get the ball. There is one positive omen at the moment, you know, for Manchester United, Jermaine. It might be a bit of a reach. They lost their first 2 league games and were bottom after that. I'll tell you about it in a second. There's Harvey
Good
Barnes
ball
for Leicester.
for
Is this the moment for them?
Leicester.
Takes on Dallo. Behind it goes via the Leicester man, so it's a goal kick to Manchester United. The last time that happened was in 1993, and by May 1994 they'd won the league championship. So you kind of go back on history. People sometimes say don't argue with history, don't they?
That's a reach.
I told you it was.
Yeah.
At least I was honest at the start.
Yeah, some big celebrations. Dallo did really well there, I have to say. You know, I mentioned, you know, you can feel every time that Harvey Barnes picks up the ball, the fans want him to run at him. They feel like he's the one that's most exposed, maybe by the qualities that Harvey Barnes possesses, but huge celebrations when he wins a goal kick from his seat, for his team. Shows they've got that unity, that togetherness.
Casemiro's header. Ronaldo gives chase here, and Didi across for Leicester.
Oh my god, this game's putting me to sleep, man. It's so fucking boring. Rashford isn't in it at all.
In the Premier League table, they then play the only team
Which is a pain in the arse.
100% record so far at the weekend, Arsenal, on Sunday afternoon. It's a game against Brighton for Leicester. Varane. Sumari. Foul by McTominay.
Fuck's sake. Fuck all in that, man.
Just looking for Vardy. Martinez was there for United. Casemiro then found Eriksen.
Not had a kick, Vardy. All game.
Eriksen's diagonal ball looking for Bruno Fernandes. That's dealt with by Thomas. Here's Dallo. Fernandes.
Oh, that was unlucky. Fernandes tried to play Dallo down the right.
Inside the Leicester penalty area.
Just intercepted with the Leicester defender.
Wide, you know, there's nowhere to go at times when the Leicester player gets on the ball. It's all very tight, and you know, to be honest with you, you've got 4 centre midfielders on the pitch. It's going to happen. Everybody wants to play in the middle. None of them want to get out wide. Dewsbury Hall does not want to go and stand on that touchline next to Malacia. You know, it might take, you know, let's get one off, maybe get Mark or Brighton on. He holds a bit of width, he puts balls into the box.
Something needs to change. They're starting to get back into it.
Casemiro.
Oh, fuck's sake, man, you.
Who can stride purposefully forward from centre half, supported now by Dewsbury Hall. That's a shocking ball.
Oh, what a shit ball, man.
I mean, indeed, he's looking up. He's got Jamie Vardy in front of him, who is heavily marked by Varane and Martinez, but not offering much. There's not a lot on when players get on the ball. It is time for Brendan Rodgers to roll the dice now, whether it's a formation. We can see Kelechi Iheanacho coming onto the pitch, but whether that's a complete change of formation, whether it's just Samir who's going to
taking off his pink strip.
You need to do something like that, in my opinion. It might be Tielemans, not been great today.
An interesting decision that Brendan Rodgers has to make. The goals have rather dried up for Kelechi Iheanacho in the Premier League, but they've got to do something, Leicester, to try and find a goal from somewhere with 15 minutes or so left to play. Danny Ward's hardly seen the ball in the second half, the Leicester goalkeeper. Here's Tielemans. Got a piece of it. Ronaldo then
Man, you still looks Ronaldo still looks the part when he's on the ball, man.
There.
Really does. Oh, free kick to Man U must be.
Free kick to Manchester United.
That was well played by him. Looked like he was kind of playing for the free kick.
He's coming on for Yuri Tielemans, so Jamie Vardy is about to get a partner. Iheanacho's got 4 goals in 10 games against Manchester United for Leicester and Manchester City, but he's only got 4 goals in his last 30 Premier League matches after 11 and 11 before that. So, he's another one in Leicester Blue that just needs to rediscover that little spark.
Yeah. But he's got a partner now, Jamie Vardy, somebody he can link up with, do the running and pressing with. James Maddison will go out to that right-hand side and they'll look more like a 4-4-2 for the remainder of this game, Leicester.
Scott McTominay, Marcus Rashford, Casemiro. New players combining there, Malacia to Casemiro and then to Martinez. Malacia. Eriksen. Casemiro.
Just running it in there now, Casemiro. Just getting on it, knocking it around, taking the sting out of the game. Being patient, waiting for that opportunity for the killer pass.
He used to have to give Modric and Kroos all of these touches when he was at Real Madrid. He's happy to get on the ball in Manchester. There's Marcus Rashford. Cristiano Ronaldo's waiting in the middle. Malacia was trying to pull it back. Can't clear it though, Leicester. Here's Ronaldo. McTominay finds the gap here to Dalot. Good defending by Thomas. And then Dewsbury Hall can get things under control for Leicester. And will he side the free kick for the foul by Dalot? Boubakary Soumare is down as well. His team have been better in the second half, Jermaine, by quite a margin, but it's not yet brought them the equaliser.
No, and I think the conversation so far, just look at this challenge from Samir going, would be they've not given in. You know, they've not hit, they've not given in. They've come out in the second half and given it a go. They're lacking a lot.
Oh, Jesus,
top end of the pitch. They're lacking a lot of flow to their game.
Don't forget that the European
Didn't miss any goals
returns
anyway.
next week on BT Sport. The Champions League match day 1 Tuesday and Wednesday. It starts at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. You can see the games across the BT Sport channels, and then likewise the Europa League and the Conference League on Thursday features Manchester United against Real Sociedad from 7:15 on BT Sport 1.
Oh man, man.
United supporters at the moment
I'm trying to keep myself awake.
Legend of the club.
To be fair, I have been up since
as solid as it ever
6:30 this morning,
despite the fact that he's no longer the manager.
and cycled about 8 miles or something.
It's been a strange game, hasn't it? 10 minutes to go. It's never really hit the heights.
Let
It's
me
never
check
really
it out.
sparked into life.
No, and
It's been a strange game. It's been boring as fuck.
Final moments, I'm sure, but
Scottish Premiership's
with,
better, man.
I think the defensive two in particular for United, Varane and Martinez, look very assured and controlled of everything in front of them.
I feel that neither of them have ever really found top gear.
But I think people keep thinking United are playing really well because they had that performance against Liverpool. They're still figuring it out. They're still learning. And
Vardy gets the cross in. Scott McTominay can play the ball away.
it's all building blocks for United. And each win will just build more confidence.
I think it was 10 minutes to go.
Rashford was screaming for it, but it needed to be a better ball.
Rashford's not going to get a touch of the ball, never mind.
By Ndidi.
Fucking 2 shots and goal.
Vardy jumping with Dallo. Time then for Martinez to volley the ball away.
I'm just sinking my
At
foot.
Ajax won the league title in 3 of his 4 full seasons and engineered their best Champions League run there for 22 years.
Tell me how much I
Says
cycled.
The building blocks are being put down, and when you are a new manager, you do just want to see your team win a few at the start, especially when you take into account the result at Brentford and what happened early for them.
I always think any new manager coming in, the biggest positive you can have is building the foundations, getting clean sheets.
Right, let me
A
see.
network of players playing well together, defensively in particular.
There's still work to do here at the King Power Stadium. Here's Harvey Barnes for Leicester with 9 minutes to go.
It's roughly about 4 mile each way, so I've cycled about 8 miles.
Challenge made by Bruno Fernandes.
Which,
Got away with it,
I mean,
kept the ball when he...
it's not the hardest thing in the world,
Then he
but
gets the nutmeg on Luke Thomas, which
will you be sitting in your arse during lockdown for 2 years doing fuck all? Oh, good ball, Ronaldo.
Looking for
Oh!
Eriksen and defended by Johnny Evans. Then
Unlucky.
given back to Ronaldo. Here's Rashford.
Strike
with
it!
a chance. And he stuffed
Scuffed his shot, didn't even get it on fucking target. You shite, Rashford.
The play from Fernandes is just exquisite. The nutmeg, the delivery of the ball, and then the run from Ronaldo, the overlap clearly onside. It was nearly the
that was
perfect
good
goal.
defensive.
Trying to pick out Christian Eriksen for a tap in.
I think that was Evans,
Quality gets you.
number
It's very
6.
hard to open up Leicester if they just put it all together, which is what we've been waiting for.
Pretty much the first time in the second half we've seen a move like that from Manchester United. Leicester City's turn to attack now with Samari, and now Harvey Barnes. Maddison, it's good defending by Varane. The shot came in from Dewsbury Hall. Iheanacho, good work back in there. He's like a magnet inside the penalty area. Casemiro, Ronaldo. Malacia. Fernandes.
Come on, Rashford, man. 2 shots on target.
Waiting for
At the
Dallo.
end of the game,
Got
square
plenty
it.
in red in the centre. Ronaldo's one of them.
Oh! Wow, man. Ronaldo ball to the back post. Ronaldo scissor
You've already had
kick.
the pleasure of witnessing one of those in Turin in the Champions League, but he was
Oh,
sizing
wow,
that
that was
one up.
unlucky. Scissor kick into the
nearly
ground. It
finds
bounced
That far corner.
and just goes by the fucking
that's
far
confidence,
post. That was
does it?
unlucky, man.
The one in Turin, Jermaine, might well have been the best goal I've ever commentated on. It was an astonishing
That was
strike.
really unlucky.
That would have been pretty good, but it would have been nothing like that.
And I know the game's opened up, but his movement, he just looks more confident through the middle. You know, there are obviously things for Rashford to learn off, but he's never fighting anyone at the top end of the pitch.
Here he is again, combining with Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo
Through ball now, Ronaldo, strike it.
Delivers it. The angle's tight. It's
Ah, where's
whipped in. He couldn't
Rashford?
find the far corner, and he couldn't find Eriksen either. But he's made an impact off the bench, Ronaldo. He's given them that cutting edge up front that was lacking when he was sat down.
Yeah. You know what? This might be
He
a
was
way
onside.
for United. It might be a way for Ten Hag that Rashford's hurt.
Don't know if he was having a shot there or trying to cross it, you know.
I'm convinced he was shooting there though on that occasion. He definitely wanted to trying to pick out Christian Eriksen that time, but you know, maybe it is that they wait for teams to tire, let the game open up, and let Ronaldo come on and expose those gaps and spaces in the way that we know he can.
Rashford back on his feet. Mitchell van der Gaag in conversation with Erik ten Hag, and there's Fred getting himself ready behind them. Scott McTominay.
Right, come on, Rashford.
Malacia looking for the cross, blocked over there by Justin.
84 minutes gone. I'm still living in hope Rashford can get 2 shots on target.
Whether it's now a marriage of convenience between United and Ronaldo, we'll wait and see. Whether he did want to go, whether they couldn't get him out, whether he features in Ten Hag's team on a regular basis. They've got to try and find some way to make it work. He's too big a personality for just sit there, I suppose. Plenty of time in there for Thomas to get the ball back to Ward. That's going to be one of Ten Hag's challenges now, I presume.
I think the only way you usually make it work with Ronaldo is by starting him.
Yeah, well,
but
that's the point.
Listen, his demands are high. He's played at the highest level his whole life. He knows what it takes to win football matches and win trophies. And I'm guessing he's seen things in this United team that don't match his high standards, which is why he wanted to leave in that initial time, probably matched up with wanted to play Champions League football. Maybe the addition of Casemiro, Anthony coming in might just change his mind a little bit, who knows.
There's Maddison looking to inspire Leicester City to an equaliser. Malacia got the ball away and he's going to get the
Right, fuck, 5 minutes left to go, man.
Bellows at the referee.
Can get some food and go to fucking sleep.
I think he is late here. I don't know, actually. I think he wins the ball, Jamie Vardy. Have a look. The touch gets away from Malacia. I think he just gets it wrong who he thinks touches the ball. Vardy wins the ball quite cleanly.
Man, you're just going to see this game out 1-0 yet again.
So Jamie Vardy's got the yellow card, and now
But they're getting a bit of momentum, I suppose.
On the far side.
But I'm still pissed off at Rashford and at least getting at least one shot on goal, man.
Replacing Manchester United's change is Fred for Marcus Rashford.
Nah, fuck. Boom. Blown out the water.
It's not been a Jamie Vardy night by any stretch of the imagination.
Blown out the motherfucking water. Thank you.
There's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. It's too close to Ward. Into the final 3 minutes of normal time. Time running out here for Leicester City, who, if they can't find a
Time's
goal,
running out for me to stay awake for this fucking boring ass game, man.
They've got 1 point so far to show from their endeavours this season.
Leicester haven't shown any threat up front, apart from a couple of free kicks. That's about it.
It's indeed.
Man, you have looked like it's a training game for them.
Casemiro to Fred.
Easy for me to say.
Combining. Now Ronaldo gives chase and Johnny Evans comes across at the back for Leicester. Sumari away by Varane. Thomas. Sumari Straight to McTominay, Barnes trying to keep it alive. Foot in by Casemiro and then by Ronaldo. Nice little delicate ball down the line by Bruno Fernandes to Cristiano Ronaldo. On now to Casemiro.
Doing the right again.
Bruno Fernandes.
2 versus 1, man, if you get the ball in. Oh!
And it fizzed off the boot of Kelechi, and Nacho and behind for the corner.
That was nearly an own goal.
Not the goal he wanted to be aiming at.
Played down the right.
Nacho, but at least he's back there defending.
Relatively early cross done in by Bruno Fernandes. Leicester player cleared it, zipped over the
one of a few that have
crossbar.
really stood out in this game, I think, for Manchester United.
4 minutes added on. There's just a delay here while one of the Manchester United players is tying a bootlace. So McTominay's back on his feet now. Eriksen can get down to business.
4 minutes added time.
What about the player of the match, Jermaine?
But as I said, I think there's been some really good performances. I think Varane, Martinez at the back have been great, but I'm going to go with Christian Eriksen. I think in that first half really controlled things for Manchester United in that midfield. I think it's been a long time since United have had that kind of player that can dictate the tempo, get on the ball, play forward passes. And
it's a bit surprising, man. I don't think he's been in the game that much at all.
Christian
Eriksen, but
player of the match for Jermaine. He's brought a real balance into the midfield. It was such a problem area for them last season, wasn't it? But he's a different player these days. He plays that role superbly well.
Well, Leicester still have time to get a wee goal back.
Still time though for Leicester. 3 minutes of additional time still to go.
Exactly.
Harvey Barnes leading them forward. Daka. Here's Maddison. Shooting chance for Maddison.
Oh. Well, worth a try.
Well, he applauds the play from Leicester. It's one of the best moves they've actually put together in this second half. And he'll be disappointed not to hit the target there, James Maddison, because Scott McTominay provides the perfect kind of like wall to bend it around. He just stood right there, and he knows he's got more quality to try and find the target there, but just couldn't quite hit it. It's been a tough night for Leicester, but you do feel that Brendan Rodgers will be encouraged by some parts of that second half, but they just never look like scoring. I think that's one of his biggest concerns, as well as defensively. There's plenty of work to do, but he'll be encouraged by a few individual performances.
Into the final 2 minutes of stoppage time, and still the Jadon Sancho goal, the difference between the teams. Here's Ronaldo.
There's Ronaldo. He's going to strike it. No. Loses the ball.
McTominay, but couldn't do it. Samari can bring it forward. Maybe there's one last opportunity now for Leicester. It's launched forward towards Daka. Laid on superbly for Justin.
Oh, man.
Well,
that was unlucky. If Leicester had a wee bit more composure there.
For Leicester.
Big chance as well. Big chance.
Big chance.
Just shows you can never switch off.
Big chance.
I think it's Harvey Barnes who makes a run towards the back post. The
ball's onside.
Brilliant. Iheanacho battles, wins it. It's a lovely ball around the corner.
Oh man, he was clear at the far post.
James Justin, but he has to hit the target. It's a really poor effort. The player is not known for scoring goals.
Hasn't scored since February. James Justin, a player who's had to fight back from a very serious knee injury, and he had a big chance there right at the end for Leicester City. But last night at Anfield tells you not to read too much into what the board said.
Yeah.
Here's Thomas. Got to get it forward. The crowd are telling the Leicester players that. Johnny Evans obliges. Rafa Varane's header. Here's Fred. Given away by Casemiro. And then by Samari, the Malacia happy to smash it forward, and there's the full-time whistle.
There's the full-time whistle. Thank fuck for
Handshake between the two managers. Manchester United win 3 games in a row, which indicates they're on something of a roll now under Erik ten Hag. And they win 3 straight league games for the first time in 9 months, and back-to-back away league matches for the first time in a year. Jadon Sancho with the only goal tonight, a gift really. The Leicester City players had
what a boring game, man.
And 3 passes had them in. Casemiro came on for a late cameo. Ronaldo came off the bench as well. But these are troubling times in the early weeks of the season for Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City, who stay rooted to the foot of the Premier League table with only 1 point. But this is a fresh start with a brand new manager, and Erik ten Hag's team are starting to find the winning habit. Full time, it's finished. Leicester City 0, Manchester United 1.
Yeah, thank you, Darren. Thank you, Jermaine. Erik ten Hag there, thanking his players. Suddenly, Manchester United looked like a very different proposition to just a few games ago. Meanwhile, for Brendan Rodgers, well, for the second successive home game, players booed at the full-time whistle. This is now their worst start to the season since 1994. We'll talk about them in great detail. But look, let's be honest, gentlemen, that is not going to go down as a Premier League classic. But from a Manchester United perspective, Rio, to grind out a 1-0 win with some authority on the pitch. It was
an atrocious game, man.
At this stage, that is just fine for United.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect scenario, I think, the way you summed that up there. I think for Erik ten Hag, the man in the picture there, he'd have been coming in thinking clean sheet and this be a little bit potent up front. And today they got the goal. And they never really, until the last 5 minutes for the extra time, never really looked in any danger at all. And I think that was the most pleasing point from a Man United perspective. Sav mentioned it before the game at half-time. They look in control. It's the first time for a long time that we're looking at Man United and saying they don't look phased, they look up for the fight, and they look in control in most of the moments and areas of the game. And that's a real big difference and shift to where we was probably the first 2 games of the season and before that last season. So positive steps in the right direction, but as I keep saying, still more to come.
And you see the United players there in front of the banners in the corner where the away fans are. They remain unhappy with the ownership, but certainly happier with what they're seeing on the pitch.
Yeah, they look more stable. I mean, the first 2 games were frightening, really. But since then, they've been really solid. They don't look like conceding. And they're managing games really well. So I think the players and Erik ten Hag and the fans especially will be happy.
OK, let's get some instant reaction. We can join Des and Christian Eriksen live on the pitch. Des.
Christian, 3rd successive win. That's the side that's turning the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think from the start we had a lot of things we needed to change, and yeah, we've done that by winning. It hasn't been beautiful for 90 minutes, but we have 3 wins.
Yeah, and you have to show a bit of steel away from home.
Yeah, no, I think we are at the moment we're
set timer for 20 minutes.
But yeah, no, obviously we want to do better. But I think this is a good start, and it's a good build. We can take something from this, and obviously the 3 points is the most important.
The 1 goal, a lovely goal, Jadon, lovely team goal.
Yeah, it was a great team goal. You know, I'm just happy that I got the goal for the team and I got the 3 points.
Yeah, you look confident now. Of course, the goal against Liverpool helped as well.
Yeah, obviously doing pre-season with the team. My first pre-season. Obviously, last year I missed pre-season, so I got to know the players a lot more, and we worked on a few stuff, and yeah, I'm getting more comfortable.
Yeah, and in terms of this side, knitting together, but in the first half you pretty much dominated. Do you think you should have killed the game off, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's similar to Southampton. I mean, we did very well until we scored, and then we have to keep momentum.
Johnny Evans, was he 34 now? At the back, the spine of the team.
Fuck, he's 34 now, man.
Up top. It's a huge worry. Madison, 1 free kick, but they haven't threatened David De Gea at all. Justin with a chance at the end, but I just don't think they got to grip. They didn't affect the games. Individuals didn't win any battles on the pitch.
But what is happening here then? This is a team that finished 8th in the Premier League last season. This is a team that have been in the top half of the last 5 Premier League seasons. This is the same team from last season. Fofana was injured a lot of last season.
But Jake, I think it goes back to the point we've heard a lot of managers.
The spirit, the morale's gone. Look at Brendan Rodgers' face when he's getting interviewed. It's tripping him.
It gives you that little bit of it generates a feeling and changing where, I've got to prove myself and show that player, and that extra competition comes in again. They haven't got that here. They're sitting on the same amount of same players, really. They understand that the dynamics of the football club have changed. The purse strings have been pulled. So that there's automatically going to be a little bit of negativity that creeps in. Again, it's up to Brendan and his staff to kind of change that now. And I think he was right in what he says. I think it's a big moment now. The window's shut. Yeah. Expectation levels, there's none of them now. We've got what we've got. We've got to work with it now. And I think
I've still got an hour of the window left. Come on.
Window's closed tonight.
I was doing a bit of maths during the game, which is always dangerous for me. But the squad are not old. The squad average age tonight of the starting 11 was 26. Interestingly, though, on average, those players have been here almost 5 years each. So this is not a new squad by any stretch. Is that a factor that for 5 years they've been at the same club?
Oh, possibly, but I just think that, you know, if you're looking at the bench, how many players who started the game tonight would think they're going to play every single week? And that's what Real's going to the point where any change room, we've all been in change rooms, some better than others. I was probably the worst one out of these two. But again, even players when...
No one disagreed with that.
Yeah. But when, you know, even in any dressing room, if a player comes in, you're thinking, right, so Dewsbury Hall has worked hard to get into the team. Who's going to... Now, Dewsbury Hall might be thinking that I'm going to play every week here. Who's pushing Dewsbury Hall? Who's pushing the next player? So I'm not saying that against Dewsbury Hall because he deserved to be in the team, doesn't he? And he's been fantastic. I thought he was Leicester's best player tonight. But who's pushing the players in the side? So does Vardy think, well, I'm going to play every week? You know, Maddison, when he's fit, am I going to play every week? So that's why I think Brendan Rodgers needed to add players in the...
I think the word that best explains it is there's a bit of a stoutness here.
Yeah.
It's stout.
Yeah, it's flat.
It feels flat. It feels stout. The crowd as well, they feel it. And you need the atmosphere. They need to help generate the atmosphere, but the players need to kind of bring that as well. And there wasn't enough today on the pitch that excited this crowd until probably like the last 2 or 3 minutes, and that just isn't good enough.
Yeah, and obviously you can't be here because you're watching this at home, but actually in the programme notes, the chairman makes the point that after a few years of spending, they are now pulling in the purse strings. They have to make sure that they deal with
the Gunners have been doing well, man.
And for that reason, Leicester, as you've seen, have not gone heavy this year. In fact, Wesley Fofana leaving for 70 million is the big bit of business at this football club, and it leaves them at the bottom of the Premier League.
It's amazing what a Netflix special can do for you.
Actually, the last couple of nights, haven't we? A brilliant result for Southampton against Chelsea. They were delighted with that on Tuesday, and then we saw a stunning hat-trick from Erling Haaland, back-to-back Premier League hat-tricks for him, and a very late show from Liverpool against Newcastle United. This one rounds off, though, what's happened over the midweek. Manchester United with another away win, another 1-0 win, and as Rio was telling us earlier, those are games that he thinks they would have lost last season, not this season. That's the reason why they're fifth in the Premier League.
6 points off the top with only 5 games going.
Leicester, the big issue for them isn't just the performances, it isn't just the players that they haven't managed to bring through the door, it's not just the players that have left.
Oh, they're sitting bottom,
it's their league
man.
position. 5 games played, no games won, 1 draw and 4 defeats. There's a lot for Brendan Rodgers to be worried about at this football club, and there's a lot coming your way this weekend. Make sure on Saturday you save the day.
Well, that's 10 o'clock. I'm going to leave it there, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember, if you do enjoy it, stick a wee thumbs up. It's much appreciated. I'm going to mute that so the music doesn't get me copyright. Right. But again, if you appreciate it and you like the Real Rangers chat, real chat by Real Rangers fans, stick a wee thumbs up. It's much appreciated. Make sure you sub, bell up, ask for notifications, and you'll get all the stuff that I'm putting up on the channel. It's new channel, so I'm still finding my feet with it and stuff, and what works, what doesn't work, so bear with me while I find my feet with the channel. In the meantime, have a good evening, you all, and no surrender. I'll see you on Saturday. Alrighty, boob tubes, thanks for listening. Catchies. Clips, clips. And remember, Rangers fans, always subscribe, hit the bell, ask for notifications as well. It will keep Celtic locked down in hell. Alrighty, boob tubes, thanks for listening. Catchies.